Hello, Josmer. This is Synoptic Gospels, a vlog about the language and the culture in the Galilee. Before the discovery of current caves, Bible scholars from the 17th and 19th century had several theories about how the language used in the writing of the Bible and how the culture before and during the time of Jesus was. One of the examples we can find it's in the Aramaic only theory. That theory was based on the assumption that Hebrew was a dead language, and the Aramaic was the language spoken in the Galilee area after around 167 through the time of Jesus, 33 AD. That assumption was made due to some writings from other authors back in the 16th and 17th century. There's a book that came about on the 18th century from Dominicus Giordani in his book called De Christo Gratiae Loquente. It was written in 1767. He adds some materials concerning the importance of the Greek language. The period in the native district of Jesus, he assumes that the Greek was a predominant language on the time of Jesus, but that theory, about 5 years later, in 1772, was thrown out the window. It did not work. The view was refuted by John Bernardo de Rocci, who argued convincingly that among people so separate and so conservative as the Jews, the native language cannot possibly have been wholly driven out. It does make sense. The apostles wrote Greek for the sake of the foreign readers, and that theory we cannot point out that theory was wrong. For that time it was plausible, was kind of that what you have to work with, but they did not have so many archaeological finds. They did not have access to what we found late in the 20th centuries on the current caves. They did not have that information, so the assumption was, okay, there was Aramaic. Greek was probably a derived language from that. And there's some German scholar called Gustav Daumann. He writes in 19th century, 1899, an essay called Christianity and Judaism, where he writes, and I quote, "The racial feeling against the Jewish people that is everywhere dormant has been kindled afresh by anti-Semitism, which demands that the Jew as a foreigner should be deprived of the rights of citizenship. The Jews themselves are standing witness of the fact that they fall no whit behind other citizens of the state in patriotism. In this regard, the official exponent of Judaism insists that the Jews are differentiated from other citizens solely by their religion, Zionism. On the other hand, proclaims unreservedly the distinctiveness of the Jewish race." We can see on that citation there that there's this growing anti-Semitism and nationalism in Germany, which was translating the writings, and they try everything to prove that Jewish and the Hebrew language was dead, and the state of Israel did not exist. They never will existed by that time, which it proved wrong. So I'm gonna add some of those materials online so you guys can have a look. Thank you.